TF Live. Tonight we'll be casting ozfortress Season 20, Week 5, sorry, between intermediate teams Questionable and GGATGG. I'm I'm Rocky, and I'm joined by Ivan.
Hello.
And we have our friendly Netherlands friend, Wiethoofd from production. Say hi.
Hello.
Let's get into this game. Let's look at the rosters. For GGATGG, we have Jack on Pocket Scout. We've got Voodoo on Flank Scout. Lammy is playing Pocket. Dev0 is on Roma. MG is on Demo Man. Blood of Grey is on Medic. And for Questionable, we have Beep on Scout. We don't have Spade on Scout tonight. We've got Jono filling in for him. And Zildjian will be on Roma. Frank is on Pocket. He's being replaced by... He's actually being replaced by Spade in this instance. And Sean is playing Demo, and we have Essence on Mid. So Ivan, what do you think about these rosters?
With GGATGG's roster, they've more come off really old players. MG was seen playing Xenophobia in Season 18 and 19 as well. Jack came, I believe, from Open last season. Lammy is a really old school player, coming back from perhaps L10, even L8. Flight of Grey was a L12 medic for Vola Esports, for those who remember him. And can't quite remember who their last player was. It is Sorry, could you refresh my memory on that, Rocky, please?
Which player?
Was it Voodoo?
Voodoo is playing the Flank Scout.
Yes.
For GGATGG.
Yeah, I don't quite know where his origins are, but I've heard some good things about him.
I'm very familiar with the Questionable lineup, but not so much GGATGG, so it'd be interesting to see what they're capable of.
Yeah, Questionable's been around for quite a while in terms of their players. Zildjian's a fairly old player. He came from UGC and played Roma last season for Dog the Boys in Season 19. Same goes for Beep, Spade, and I believe Frank when he was subbing.
Yeah.
But unfortunately Frank's not playing tonight, so it's kind of irrelevant talking about him. Jono was playing Jasmine T Medic last season, but he's come into Questionable playing an off-class, playing Scout and Pocket. With Sean, he played Xenophobia last season as Demo, as I'm getting information that we're getting ready to go soon.
Okay, it should be good. I'm looking forward to seeing how Jono does on Scout. As said, he's been playing Medic for quite a long time. He used to play combat classes back in the day, actually.
Yeah,
now he's coming back to it.
Yeah, he played Demo Man for Get Some back in L10, I believe it was, and
yeah,
got voted best demo.
Long time ago.
Yeah, I'm getting information that Jono is banned from Soldier and Demo actually, so he'll be playing Scout.
Yeah.
And MG wanted to play for Questionable, but the admins kind of already saw how strong the roster was and banned him from their team, but allowed MG to join literally every other intermediate team there was.
Have you got any favorites for tonight? Teams and players?
In terms of players, I would have to say perhaps Spade. I know he has very solid DM in terms of just Scout and Soldier, so we might, even though it's product, we might not see a spectacular performance. We might still see some great things out of him.
I tend to agree. I think Spade has been really impressive lately, and like just by playing with him in pugs and stuff, he has some really standout DM, and I think he's actually one of the up and comers.
Yeah, for sure.
And it would be cool to see Jono as well. Those are the two that I'm definitely going to be watching.
Yeah, Jono's a very solid DM player, as we know from his mechanics playing for Jasmine T. But another thing from GGATGG, I want to see MG shine as well. He's actually playing Scout for them this match, so that'll be interesting to watch.
You a fan?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of MG.
I haven't seen too much of this player. Do you think we're going to see any sniping tonight?
Yeah, for sure. Beep is a very good sniper. I was just playing Highlander with him and he was hitting some really impressive shots.
On this map?
Not on this map, on a map called CP Vanguard, but either way, his sniper's pretty solid. Something to definitely watch out for. Same with MG. MG's notorious for just destroying pubs with sniper and just ruining the experience for everyone. What do you think of some of the aliases around here? So, like questionable tags, the bowl cut brigades.
Well, it doesn't really help us, does it?
Yeah, no, not really. Just pretty long, can't see it that well.
Well, question mark is easy to associate with questionable, so I'm sure it'll be alright. I might just call the blue team Gum, to be honest.
Apparently their full tag is GGATGG, which is...
I'm not going to say that.
Yeah, it's pretty... it's quite a mouthful.
What do you think of Essence? I think like he's quite new to the medic scene, isn't he?
Yeah, fairly. He played a little bit of last season, I believe, but I think ended up getting cut. But his mechanics are pretty good. It's just he plays a little bit slowly, which we kind of just need to see him speed up for questionable to just play at their fastest pace possible.
Do you think he has a lack of intuition and experience?
Okay, it seems we're being delayed for a little bit as Lammy is on his phone to his girlfriend.
Do you have any predictions for this map?
Depending if the GGATGG's soldiers can make enough space for MG and Jack to just go ham on those players, they might actually have quite an alright showing here, but I still feel like Questionable's the stronger roster regardless. So I'm gonna give it maybe 3-1 to Questionable.
I'm not familiar enough with Gum to predict how this game's going to go, but I am with Questionable, and a lot of their players are characterized by really like high aggression, and I tend to favor the more dominant teams when it comes to any game of TF2. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is their game, but we shall see as we're going live. Anyone you're going to be watching on this rollout?
I'm going to be watching Voodoo on this first mid actually, just to see what damage he puts out.
Pretty standard rollout so far. Oh, he's slightly slow. Although he is beating Sean.
Yeah, he's putting out some alright damage. He's zoning them out to Questionable to the left side here.
Wow, heavy to mid. I did not see this. This is incredible. Is it a Natasha? I think it is. It's just completely zoning the enemy team. I have not seen this in such a long time. I remember back from the European days that they liked to do this in the snowy version of the map. Oh, do we have a pause?
I believe we have a pause.
But this is good because we can have a little look at this heavy. It's been such a long time since I've seen this, especially in a rollout, like in an initial rollout. And I haven't seen the Natasha being used in a long time as well, but it makes a lot of sense when you think about this map. It's very open, and pretty much the entire time you get to shoot people and slow them down, and you almost never see the entry sniper from the opposing team. That's usually more of like a clutch break, a choke break situation, so this is really cool. What do you think?
Yeah, it's actually interesting. I believe Zildjian actually picked up Jono to make it more of a meme lineup so that Jono can have a good time by himself. But yeah, this is actually quite an interesting strategy out of Questionable. And I believe we're going live right now.
Yeah, so we're live again. And we have a heavy up top in the... Oh, we have another pause.
That's another pause.
So, do we not have MG during the entire fight? Okay. Switch having some technical issues on the player side at the moment. Do you think they'll have the heavy hold up top, Ivan, in like the sniper deck sort of area?
Yeah, potentially. I mean, considering now questionable are going more into a forward hold, and when in forward holds, there's generally a scout floating in between main and concrete. Like it actually forces the soldier to have to look up at the heavy, and just put out that extra damage that just forces GGATGG to go back. I believe we're going back live now as well. Actually,
we have. Questionable have retreated back to just the standard mid hold. We do have Jack on the sniper. It's going to be probably the right play to get against this enemy heavy and the medic. Although they just immediately picked him, so that's excellent. We shouldn't see the red medic be forced for quite a long time unless Jono's aim is off. Wow, this is a really confident Uber, especially when they're one down. They do get the force. I don't like how they're taking the defensive Uber on the heavy though, because that provides really bad chasing material. I would have liked to see Red go on a more aggressive class so they could punish that offensive Uber. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree with you, but it wasn't actually the worst Uber that Questionable could have had. They got 2 frags, which, I mean, delays them some time.
We do see the spy wrap around back. Jack has, of course, switched from sniper to spy after getting killed. Can he get the medic? It looks like he will. Unless he chokes
misses
miserably.
The stab, actually. Oh, he's completely butchered that spy play. That's really unfortunate, actually. That, the knife shorter range. It's happened to me once or twice. I feel like there's a video floating around.
We need to get Pork in here to give him some tips. Looks like we're just gonna go back into a repeat. He's actually switched back into sniper. They are missing a player at the moment. We don't have a pause. This is quite awkward.
The control point is being captured. Mission ends in 60 seconds.
Essence actually timed there, which causes GGATGG having to fight without a medic, which is pretty disastrous. It just gives GGATGG the point for free.
I was trying to wrap my head around that. So they lost the player and they committed to the fight still.
Jono was playing Pyro for a bit there, but he's switched to Scout. Yes, go on, Rocky.
Yeah. I thought that was quite strange. They lost the player and they pushed in. They kind of relinquished this territory. Well, they are pushing straight back in. Perhaps using that DM advantage that we talked about.
But look at Questionable's health. They're pretty unhealthy. None of them have buffs.
Destroyed.
But Jono's in on the med. Oh, he misses his shots there.
Yeah.
And Essence goes down. Yeah,
Wow.
Essence craters there.
Well, they won that pretty convincingly. I don't think Questionable's position, well, to be honest, it's quite questionable during that. And for the first time we're going to actually see a forward hold.
It's actually broken straight
Wow.
over. Beep gets a very nice headshot onto the medic there, drops him.
That's crazy. I don't think that should ever happen. A sniper be able to, you know, extend that far and kill a forward holding medic, but they managed it.
Yeah, I believe Blue's demo just got forced back really hard. Like, both the soldiers, I believe, just busted right through the demo forward hold. And Questionable's just going to get this cap back for free now.
It's
Plus
really
with the
important to
50%
get
add.
proper rotations during that forward hold, so you don't lose players. You got to really keep track of the offending team and how they're moving. But it's quite hard to pull off. So now we see them holding the midpoint, and we have the defensive sniper.
Yeah, GGATGG just have to play really safely into these sniper sidelines, as they're doing properly right now. They're just trying to get the Uber forced out by from Essence.
Wow. So we get the defensive Uber, they're going straight into the combo. And Flight does not have Uber, so if he dies here,
Which he does.
So quite odd, don't you think? They're pushing in against an Uber and they don't have the one of their own.
Yeah, it's pretty strange. We're gonna see a heavy play come out onto mid right now. Jack just waddles onto the midpoint, but he unfortunately doesn't get anything done. And so does the demo, but I guess it's de novo. They have a whole bunch of overtime here, so maybe they could sack for the point. If they get the medic yard, it's perhaps a round.
Wow. I'm not sure I like that heavy. I think it's just too late, and it's not really a strong position to fight people. As you see, he got kited really hard. It's not my thing.
Yeah, he doesn't. The heavy doesn't have as much mobility as you know a scout does.
I'm just gonna watch Sean. He's
Yeah,
just
so
walking
am
up.
I.
He seems a lot of pressure on him at the moment to take position. Although Dev just got a massive kill. The Romans,
Yeah.
the soldiers for the blue team are just putting amazing amounts of pressure on. Yeah, they're just forcing them back entirely.
The control point has been
Yeah, both the
Speed.
soldiers.
No, sorry.
Sorry. Both the soldiers just came really fast onto the demo there. They just applied so much pressure, just took all the height for their team, and just allowed the scouts to just run forward and get as many frags as possible.
Yeah, it's exactly the thing to do against a heavy as well, who's slow even to a mid product.
Just
Although
take
they
the.
are getting pushed back again.
We're actually gonna see Beep take a duel against MG. Unfortunately, dies to a pipe, a random pipe there.
MG's extremely low, barely surviving that. Dev gets a massive force. That was brilliant. He flashed. He forced Essence to flash like 5 people there, I think. So the Uber effectively wasted instantly. Let's see if Gum goes straight back in. Essence barely escaping.
Oh, there's
think I
actually
would've
still a
liked-
scout in. He's getting Natasha though.
Yeah.
We have lost the control point.
Yeah, that was really crucial by Essence to just be able to live through that Uber push there from GGATGG. That just, but he wasn't healing for a little while, so that just means the Ubers are actually even on
Pushing
both
well,
sides of the
pushing
team.
back and straight away. I would have liked to see Gum try and kill the enemy medic with that Uber, because now the offending team is going to have Uber of their own.
We have lost the control point.
Yeah, I believe. Oh, and Blue's medic goes down to a random pipe there. Actually, that's
Yeah,
pretty late on my part.
that's
but
pretty
That's
sad.
pretty crucial.
Mm.
Another thing to point out with questionable's heavy here is that it actually allows them to win the post Uber fight if they ever do go for a trade, just because of the health, the pure beefiness. We're gonna
Did you
see
see that?
Essence drop right there actually to a Limey
It
bomb.
was a drop, you're right. It was an incredible bomb. He just completely aced those rockets and came out at the last moment when Jono was not prepared for him.
Yeah, that was really crucial by Lammy there. Just gets the big drop. Allows GGATGG to come forward here with their heals and their 40% add.
Yeah, Gum just rushing right in, just completely annihilating Jono. The heavy being like probably the weakest class in the game without a medic,
We have secured the control point.
apart from me, of course. And yeah, this back into a hold, and we also have both snipers, 2 snipers up at the moment. So
Yeah, we're gonna see
if
a
they're getting
sniper
hit.
out from Beep and Jack.
Look how forward Jack is, isn't that incredible?
Yeah, that's super aggressive for a sniper, just peeking through the enemy's gap.
Can't say I've seen that before.
We're gonna see an Uber get forced out here by Questionable onto GGATGG.
Well,
Not getting
questionable-
too much done here.
Yeah,
really.
Questionable are gonna be probably very content with that Uber trade, to be honest. I would have liked to see Lemmy go straight into Essence
Jack's
there.
walking forward. He gets a headshot on the demo. He gets one on Essence as well. Holy crap! That is huge by Jack. He just walked down main. Got a
he
headshot
went for
on
the
the
hero
demo.
shot and got away with it twice.
Holy, Jack's sniper. I did not see this coming, honestly.
Well, I don't think I've ever seen this player or heard of him, so that's pretty cool to see. I love that sort of aggression.
That was huge by GGATGG. GGATGG's Jack. Holy, that's a mouthful. We're gonna see a forward hold come out of them as well. So this
Yeah.
will play Questionable for quite a while. At least another 30 seconds before they get their Uber up.
Jack very confidently switching to heavy, like that's a long way to travel on a respawn. Because usually you need every single player to do a forward hold like this, but he's confident enough to switch to heavy and take that high ground position where he's extremely hard to deal with. It's
He's
pretty
taking
cool
a
to see.
book out of Jono's play.
I was actually talking to my teammates about this strategy only a few days ago, and I really love the idea of having a heavy up top of heals, because you can imagine how difficult it is to deal with him. He's extremely hard to kill. He's extraordinarily good at denying jumpers, and just look at this for instance. Like Spade is just getting absolutely destroyed by this Tommy Slab, really delaying the hell out of that Uber push.
Yeah, and now they only just get the force out by Flight of Grey here. We're gonna see Zildjian just lag across the screen.
Yeah, it's pretty
Voodoo.
impressive amounts of lag. I'd like to see him get killed for it, to be honest.
Unparalleled amounts of lag.
Jono is straight on the medic, causing havoc, not dying.
This might actually be a round for GGATGG. Only just now are questionable walking onto the point. Their health is absolutely abysmal though. None of them have buffs.
Wow.
They're all below 180.
Did you see how much time Jono wasted for of the enemy team just then? He distracted the hell out of them and let his team reclaim the point. They could actually turn this around.
Yeah, he made the combo just look behind while the rest of questionable just walked forward with their medic.
Do we have any off classes? No, not so far.
I think that's one of the first few times on this map we haven't had a single off class. GGATGG are pushing out left side here.
This is really hard for them. They just lost their soldier, and they're all coming from one position.
They just used their Uber. They just need to cap this this point and they'll win the round.
Questionable are not that close to Uber though. They're coming out of it now, about 90%. We're just gonna see this devolve into a DM fight, I'm afraid.
It's not looking that great for GGATGG, honestly. With questionable having their Uber right now, as it gets forced out, GGATGG should just need to try run away. They
are going to have
the
spawn advantage though. I wouldn't be surprised if we see them just rocking up and take a really unfair player advantage fight against the team. This could just be the game right now. Oh, the round, sorry. Yeah.
They're capping. Yeah, that was a really nice round there from GGATGG. Their forward hold and that heavy kind of just delayed questionable by at least 45 seconds there. Just
check out questionable. Oh, they switched off the heavy, but they initially had heavy and sniper to middle. That would have been crazy. Yet again, I'm going to be watching Sean approach the mid.
We're actually going to be seeing Spade switch to Scout here as Beep is playing Sniper. Nothing too interesting this mid so far. Beep hasn't hit any shots. We're going to watch a soldier go down, and Sean goes down as well to MG.
Dude, he just got rushed, no protection.
Yeah, I
Essence
believe
extremely low, nice pick. I'd really like to see Flight of Glade play really defensively here. Like, questionable only want to get that medic. Maybe they can clean up the frags. Yeah, this is perfect. This is like, you know, textbook, pretty much. And now they should just be going forward and reclaiming the point. Hopefully not getting headshot.
We're gonna see a heavy as well out of GGATGG for this post-Uber fight, but it looks like they're just walking straight onto the point. Zildjian might get caught out here, and he does with a very, very nice play sticky by Voodoo. Just snipes him out of the air.
Essence vulnerable here. Dev is putting a lot of pressure. I really like his jumps, to be honest.
Yeah, Dev's been doing really well. Both the soldiers and GGATGG have actually been doing so well here, putting pressure on the demo and Essence.
I'm not too fond of this position for the heavy at the... Oh no, it's not. They retreated, so it's not too badly. It's not too bad for him, I'm afraid. What do you think of the Tomislav? Personally, I don't think it's the right choice. I feel like it just doesn't do enough sustained DPS compared to something like the minigun, and then or offers the utility of like Natasha.
If you look at the damage stats for the Tomislav, it definitely does do less damage, but it does do more damage on a mid-range basis. We're actually gonna see some nice headshots here out of Beep right now, and we see
body shot.
They just walk back onto the point. We might see an Uber get forced out. Nice by Essence. He saves his demo plus, and he gets to forward the enemy medic here. But unfortunately, I don't think they're doing too much out of this. Yeah, Spade goes down.
Yeah, it's a bit of a disappointing pop, to be honest. Like, Essence should have known then that he had he had really substantial Uber ad, and the enemy team does not have Uber. And when the medic's that close, you really want to expend that Uber to kill that medic. Killing other players is not important. So now, as a result, we're going to see Gum just come straight back in with the Uber ad unless the medic gets dropped. Yeah.
See an early Uber pop there from Flight of Grey, just to avoid that sniper sideline, but it doesn't look like they get too much. They get a sniper and a scout, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah, it's pretty much going to be both teams doing the same thing, just taking an Uber exchange and the enemy medic does not die. So now we're just going to see the same thing again, where Questioner will come in with their Uber ad. So hopefully this time they actually achieve something substantial with it.
Yeah, this game's pretty much just been a leap. This round at least has been a huge leapfrog of Ubers, and whoever's Putus just does more damage. We might see the Uber come out of Essence here actually.
Look at Jack, man, he's just in. Yeah. And they achieve a really crazy force of Dev.
It doesn't look like they're doing too much, but they get the recapture, which is, I guess, some consolidation, but GGATGG still have the lead in terms of points, time on the board at least.
And they should be closer to Uber as well, so we've seen basically the same thing 4 times in a row now. It really feels like these intermediate teams don't have a decent enough grasp, I would say, on like the intricacies of like how Uber exchanges work in the Uber game. So now we're just going to see the same old push come back.
The same cycle.
Pretty much, man. And Essence gets out.
Flight of Grey's really far forward there. He might potentially get caught out. The health is absolutely abysmal on GGATGG. They're all below 100 health, except the medic. But even then,
go MG, man. Yeah.
MG's going in. He unfortunately dies to a scout. Oh, Flight of Grey gets sniped by Beep. Actually, there's the Beep sniper that I was talking about before.
Yeah, so what we've just seen is Beep effectively break that Uber exchange stalemate.
Beep is actually going ham with the SMG as well.
It's a good weapon, man.
And we have a pause right here.
Mission ends in 60 seconds.
That was actually huge by Beep. Like,
that was massive.
He got a demo pick, a medic pick, and then he, I believe, cookried a scout. But that's still, regardless, huge. He like.
Did he get the machete out?
Yeah, he got the Rambo machete out.
Very nice. Yeah. So he did break that that medic exchange stalemate we were just talking about, where it was this back and forth of nothing, you know, being achieved for a long time. And he got that medic pick, so now they're actually going to be able to hold this point for a much longer time.
We're actually going to see an unpause coming out here, but as you were saying, yeah, it just stops that vicious cycle. And that might actually have won the round for Questionable if they can pull this through.
That was a really nice
get
headshot.
Sniped though by Jack. Jack hits another nice headshot. Holy, Jack is popping off. Might see an Uber get forced out of Essence here to just defend the point, and we do. He's going to go in with the for an Uber with the demo and scout here, but they don't do too much, they just delay the point. Flight of Grey does go down though, but to a wild Jono, just flanking the enemy team.
Wow, I don't know who was more incredible during that fight. Jack, I think he hit 4 headshots, and Jono was constantly getting key picks and really was uncontested.
Yeah, I believe... Whoa, holy. What's...
Dude, these snipers are going off, wow.
Yeah, these snipers are actually just doing so much for their teams. But we're gonna see GGATGG actually rush the point here. Sean hits 2, just pipes everything. Flight of Grey gets sniped by Beep, and Zildjian's the only one defending on this point. Oh, sorry, my bad. Voodoo was the only one on the point.
That was amazing. They, blue team just pretty much all forced to go on the point there, and, you know, Questionable to sit back and destroy them. Oh, we've lost another player. Man, what is with fucking Australians, dude? Oh, we've unpaused. Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like the reason for the pause was Essence timing out.
And he's come back now. And he's the medic, so like they're not playing with heals, so they're not going to be able to go to this mid fight.
Yeah, GGATGG are capitalizing on this as well, but Beep gets a nice headshot on Flight of Grey, so that medic timing regardless was pretty much all for naught.
Did you see that, dude? He just domed the shit out of him. Incredible. So despite not having a medic, Questionable are going to win the mid fight.
Something you don't really see that often, but Beep is just... He used that Highlander as warm-up, man. Like, he's actually been doing so much for his team here.
Well, medic doesn't do any damage, so it can't be that useful, right? We're going to see snipers on both sides.
Jack's going to be sniping out of main here, seeing if he can get anything, but just forced back into a spawn.
Charge Carmangler to hit anything? Yeah, that's going to send the sniper back. Pretty useful.
Dev is going in for a bomb here, but gets utterly shut down by a scout. Jotto left with 24 health.
I really do not like this sort of push. Just trying to bring their entire team through a series of chokes.
This is not looking great. Do you think maybe GGATGG could have gone for a 4-man sack there, just to force the Uber out of Essence?
I think they honestly should probably just gone through a trade and seen how it turned out, but a sack wouldn't have been bad. Just anything other than what they just attempted to do there by like bombing the doorways.
Yeah, it's just Flight of Grey didn't have his Uber then, because he died on the mid fight. But we're gonna see Essence actually launched up, holding the Uber, still on 14 health. Now it gets forces out, and they're gonna go for a trade. Essence flashes multiple times though, just losing track of his players. He's still getting 400 ping, which is pretty unfortunate, but he tries his best. We're gonna see Jack actually rush down the sniper of Beep there, and he's gonna be taking the duel with Spade. Oh, he gets his friend
Somehow
MG to back up
GOANNA
though.
win in this, but honestly, I don't think they should have, because you saw how Dev bombed in at the start there, died, didn't achieve a whole lot, and Gum also popped early, and yet they still won that fight.
Yeah, that was pretty strange considering how Gum lost both their soldiers really early on into their push
Pretty
and
much,
still
man.
decided to take that fight. We're gonna see Questionable actually climb up onto their cliff here, trying to regain some position.
Beep is on sniper, but he appears to be AFK, so that lot of good.
It's the same as not hitting any shots. Essence actually goes down to a Lammy bomb, but Jono just gets behind and goes onto Flight of Grey, but gets taken down immediately by MG. We're gonna see Questionable just try to scurry around and see get what they can. But yeah, Dev hits a really nice rocket onto Spade there.
Yeah, so Beep was AFK during the entire fight for the offending team, Questionable.
Yeah.
Gosh.
I don't know, not much you can really do about it. Maybe he had something to
Well,
go.
he could have actually come out and tried to shoot things. I mean, that's a good start, right?
Yeah, but you know, what can you do? He might have another pressing matter on his hand, like a pizza in the oven or
Flight's
something.
not that close to Uber though. He needs to be very careful. Yeah, Jono realizing this, but unfortunately he didn't pull it off.
Dev tries to go for a bomb on the medic there, which is pretty strange. Not something you often see out of product, just when both teams don't even have Uber yet.
I think Essence needs to be healing his front line a bit more here. He's like chilling back a bit too much and putting pretty much all the heals onto Beep.
Yeah,
although they do win.
Yeah, this is actually kind of alright out of Questionable. They get the point, but both teams are on even Ubers now. We might come see a trade out of Cliffside.
It looks like it's
GGATGG.
a pretty shocking flash pop as well. And Essence does have the Uber, so I'd really love to see Sean and the Scouts just go straight in and get frags here instead of backing off.
Jono kills the enemy demo, which is pretty crucial for this fight. That just means a lot of GGATGG's damage output is just just doesn't exist anymore.
And the Ubers should be negligible as well, but the difference at this point.
Yeah, we're just gonna see another reset here from Questionable, I believe, but they only have 40 seconds left on the clock. This is potentially GGATGG's last 40 seconds on this map if they don't go do something right now.
We're
gonna see Dev go in actually.
I disagree with this.
They're creating a lot of space though, and look at the health on Questionable. It's really negligible. If the two scouts can do something here, but unfortunately Jack and Lammy go down straight away. Jack goes down way later. Flight of Grey might come up on this Uber in time, but Questionable have their own Uber to defend this. Oh, Beef gets a nice snipe onto Voodoo there, which nullifies their push. MG comes in and forces the Uber out. We're gonna see an Uber exchange from GGATGG now. They're standing on point, but they're all flashed. They're barely getting any cap time.
Wow, how is this actually? How are they actually getting the point here? That's incredible.
Lammy goes down right now, actually.
They're so low, man.
Yeah, Questionable are playing on very little health a lot of the time. Beep gets a nice headshot on Jack right now. Essence is still on 40 health though. Questionable could... This is huge. Spade just went absolutely ham.
Yeah,
he just got
nice.
3 frags. Yeah, that's map for Questionable actually. That was actually huge by Spade.
Can we talk about the bombs by Gum there? Because I really disliked how they like shot separate targets, and those separate targets weren't even the medic. They wasted a lot of time, in my opinion, going for the sniper and not achieving a force when they could have.
Yeah, I feel like it's just one of those mentalities where you feel like they only have one sole player doing a lot. But
Do you reckon he carried that game?
I wouldn't say Beep carried, but he did put in a tremendous amount of work.
Oh, no doubt.
But going back to the soldier bombs, I believe they just kind of they wanted to shut down the sniper basically and try break open that push for the medic to just run down the chokehold, the choke point, and with their Uber.
To be honest, I'd rather, when you're versing the sniper, I'd rather just take a team engagement against him if he's that close. Because he shouldn't be, because most of your team is going to be Ubered, and when he's that close, it's pretty hard to like get enough time off to hit a lot of shots, so it kind of like nullifies his effectiveness, if you know what I'm saying.
Yep. Do you want to go into these stats here just before the second map?
Our friend is giving this to us. Let's have a look. Spade doing a massive amount of damage, and he was he was playing Pocket Scout, am I wrong? I think.
Yeah, he was playing Pocket Scout.
Yeah. Or is he Pocket even?
No, he was playing Pocket for a little bit before.
They definitely switched up their what roles they were playing. But no, he did a massive amount of damage. It's bloody ridiculous. But that's not as interesting as the snipers. We can see Beep got 14 headshots. I wasn't aware he was doing getting these many more snipes than Jack was. I thought Jack was doing more, but apparently Beep was. That's nuts. Oh wow.
Do you want to go into the demo damage?
Yeah. Demos. Well, Sean put out a lot more damage, but Voodoo was getting picked off way more.
Do you mean Sean was getting picked off more?
No, Sean had a pretty good KDA, but Voodoo was... Oh yeah, I do, sorry, pardon me. Yeah, I read that wrong way around.
Yeah, I believe Sean just had a lot more pressure being put onto him by the two soldiers than Voodoo did. Voodoo just had more scouts applying pressure, which I guess might explain it.
Yeah. It's not as interesting though as like the snipers or the scouts, I'd say. This game. We can check out the medics though. Both medics getting pretty similar amount of Ubers and drops. Flight of Grey opting to put way more heals into the Pocket Soldier than the other classes, whereas you look at Essence and he put a lot of emphasis on his Pocket Scout and the Demo Man.
Yeah, it kind of just enabled Spade to just use his DM to just be that constant 185 and just try to fight things.
Yeah, I think it's right. I really dislike putting a lot of heals into Pocket on this map. You really just don't get to achieve too much due to the terrain and how open it is, whereas Scar is just always really prevalent in how strong it is, and the demo. So I think that could have been a really big influencing factor in the scoreline.
Another thing I want to point out is if you look at the soldier deaths, it kind of just shows that the soldiers were opening up the map as best as they could for their scouts and even potentially their sniper. It's just to come forward a lot more onto
any
the
particular soldiers or just in general.
I want to say Dev. He jumped in a little bit more by himself than with his team, but it kind of just opened up the map for them for GGATGG to just follow up while Questionable were looking behind, just to look for that one rogue soldier.
Nearly all his jumps made space for his team, but not necessarily. I don't think he was achieving the very good picks of what he was trying to do. Like sometimes he went for the great picks, but sometimes I think he went for the wrong targets and kind of wasted time and just put his team in a player decide. But I think we saw that also from his counter part soldier. So whatever.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
Yeah, I don't think that's too much more to elaborate on.
Alright, what are your predictions for this second map, which I believe is Granary, a pro version?
Do you think they'll stick with the same roster, like classes, first and foremost?
You mean with heavies?
Well, not really the heavies, but more like Spade going to Pocket, perhaps. Because that's what he initially was signed up for on this roster list.
Yeah, I believe that both teams are just going to be playing the vanilla classes, but we might see the infamous Jono Pyro, the Jono Backburner Pyro, as I'm...
On Granary?
Yeah, on Granary.
Oh, I fucking hope not.
You never know, dude.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I'd give it to Gum, maybe. This map.
With Gum? Do you believe they have the strongest soldiers on Granary, seeing as it's such a soldier-centered map?
I'm just trying to... These rosters are a bit of a miss, sorry.
That's fair enough. We're going to be seeing GGATGG being on the red team here, and a Questionable being on blue.
Okay.
Do you think there'll be any key plays that either team soldiers will be pulling off?
I wouldn't be terribly surprised if it's just a repeat of what we saw before, except like a lack of sniping.
Do you have any predictions for the score on this map, Rocky?
None. Honestly, no, not really. Viaduct plays a lot differently to a map like Granary. Am I not audible?
No, you're audible. We're gonna see a ready up here from Questionable, and we're about to go live.
3, 2, 1.
Who are you gonna be watching on this mid fight?
Well, I'm gonna follow Voodoo.
Alright, I'll go watch Sean here. I believe Voodoo has a faster rollout. And he's opting for the up top one.
What's this a different rollout? And he completely owns Sean. That's incredible. You dream about that sort of pick before he gets the half kick. Though that somehow they're getting Questionable is getting picks, but this should not happen really.
Yeah, considering how Questionable just lost the demo early on, they're winning the mid fight by the looks of it, and
Voodoo
Flight
must be
of
so
Grey is just
disappointed,
backing off here. Yeah, I'd be pretty upset as Voodoo, seeing as you got a demo pick that early.
Yeah, I bet they didn't expect as soon as they lost the demo to keep going forward. I think you got to try and get ready for that aggression though, and kind of like play the heals and the damage over time. If you do get the enemy demo pick, just as a safety measure in an official.
Zildjian gets picked off on the left there. I believe he was lagging pretty hard. I was watching his cam, but Beep tries to fight the same two players. We get to see an Uber trade out of right yard here by Essence and Flight of Grey, and I believe Lammy's gonna get called out here actually.
Yeah, I'd like to add that Spade is actually switched to Pocket on this map. Yeah. Just going to show that players have different strengths on different maps and the classes. So it should be a pretty convincing second cap. Maybe they'll take it to last as well.
Yeah, this is about even Ubers though, but Questionable do have a soldier advantage, but he's about to come up now. We're gonna see an MG sniper, but there's already a scout going in on last. I believe that's a sack. We do see two off classes on the side of GGATGG though, a heavy and a sniper, so Questionable do kind of have to play safe on that. We might see a Beep sniper coming out of that sack. Oh,
that's a crazy headshot.
That was a huge headshot by MG, picking off Sean there.
I
believe Questionable kind of do have to back off a little bit here, as there is a heavy pushing out on top,
they're gonna
forcing
trade, though.
the side of GGATGG back. Yeah, we're gonna see a trade come out.
Wow.
Flight of Grey only just comes out.
Yeah, man.
On that Uber there.
I thought it was 99% to be honest when that happened. It's very lucky to be honest.
Yeah, Questionable are just forced out onto right yard there. Oh, Beep gets a nice headshot onto Dev just as he rocket jumps, so that forces the death. We could potentially even see a Questionable re-push. Jono and MG are taking a duel over on the right side there.
I guess I was wrong, man. I thought we'd be seeing not so much of the sniping, but clearly both these teams it's in their comfort zone.
Yeah, I believe it's just kind of coincidental how like I don't think that intentionally trying to snipe.
Angle here. This could be big.
Jack finds the entire enemy team over in Lunchbox there, but doesn't get the medic. Gets really close though.
Wow, Questionable is being surrounded at the moment, but
they're
do
getting
manage to
forced
clean
back.
up.
Their health is pretty negligible. No one has buffs.
Gosh.
But
Gum doing the whole lemming sequence, they're just running in one by one. They really should lose this.
Yeah,
this last
no,
hole.
but they still have an Uber though. It was forced out by Essence, so Flight of Grey could. Yeah, he does use the Uber now. He does catch up with the soldier. We're gonna try to see what MG can get done out of this, but it doesn't look like too much. We're just gonna be forced to a reset, maybe? Beep could get caught out, but it looks like GGATGG are just coming back on the second, trying to reclaim the cap.
It's very hard to hold with two players down and the sniper, because you don't really have that much close choke presence.
Yeah, both of the soldiers for Questionable went down there, and MG gets a quick kill onto Beep there. 3 shots.
Look at the amount of pressure Sean is putting into that choke despite having a slight player disad. Like, they're still holding the doorways, isn't that amazing?
Jono got annihilated by a charger. We're gonna see an Uber come in from Essence here. On to Sean, but it doesn't look like they get too much. They got those 2 initial picks, but that's about it. Now we're gonna see a full Uber advantage come out of Flight of Grey. They might just come back into defense second here. Sean does get caught out. I wouldn't be surprised if Flight of Grey just comes in with his boys and just reclaims this area. They might even use Zildjian spamming from Z, but doesn't achieve too much besides some damage onto Jack there.
Do these Uber back and forth remind you of last game?
A little bit, yeah. We're gonna
Essence
see it come
dies
out
here,
here.
it's devastating.
Essence is gonna die here. That's crucial. That was a really big mistake out of questionable there. Just getting
We're
caught
gonna
out
see,
by the Uber.
Jono and Beep just commit to a back cap. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think they have to.
They're backcapping right now. They might actually
Wow.
get it. Jono does get the demo, and no one else is coming back to help defend it. There's one soldier on last, but this might potentially be round if they can get the soldier. They don't know where he is. Beep does go down, and so does
that was
Jono.
brilliant by Zero. I think he was crouched down there actually, or something.
Yeah,
So
he was crouched
that's really
down
smart.
onto the pipe there. But Jack and his medic are just coming back onto second here. Lammy
Yeah,
goes down to Spade, overextending too far onto, I believe, the midpoint.
I'd like to see Gum maybe look for a pick here before this demo comes up, or even potentially into middle, which I think they are doing actually. They're going to commit to a push.
Questionable are defending actually.
Yes.
Defending mid. It's even Ubers, so we might just see the classic Granary stalemate. As Dev goes down actually, so I might be eating my words here.
Yeah, Gum tried to enter there, but decided they wanted to back out, so it's pretty
Questionable
common.
are pushing left here. They're supporting Jono with this push, even though he has no health. Yeah, they're busting left, but unfortunately Sean goes down, and we're gonna see a pause come out here.
I think Lammy's actually traveling to the left there, so he would have eaten this rocket. But now that he sees the rocket, he's probably just going to hold his D key and not get air shot.
Rocky, have a look at Jack. Do you think he'll get the force? Essence is 150, and Beep is right next to him.
Let me have a look.
Right
I've got to
behind
check
him.
if this scattergun's lined up.
It's not.
No. I think this medic's in the air, right? It just jumped, so I think he will get the force. Yeah,
what
I
do
see
you
that
reckon
happening.
so far out of these Uber trades between Questionable and GGATGG?
Feels
And this
a
map
lot
in
like
general.
last map, eh? When you Uber in, you can't just like kill a couple of combats or just it pop. You got to really try and force the enemy medic, or else they're just going to come back in. It's just going to reset.
Oh, we're gonna see a holy. Okay,
so we do
just
see a
went,
drop. That's
We
crazy.
just resumed, and Jack just two shots Essence out of nowhere, and we're gonna see an Uber
Oh,
forced
hey.
out of Flight of Grey here.
I don't even think it was a force, man. He just popped for no real reason, to be honest. Effectively just wasting Jack's awesome pick he got.
Oh,
on
we're gonna see
Essence.
Zildjian on the lamp here. I don't think GGATGG spotted out. They only just did. But, Zildjian unfortunately whips his rockets. That's pretty unfortunate. He was unspotted, but that was huge out of Jack there. Jack's actually turning up for this match.
Yeah. I'd like to see Gum go for a break here. They should be able to. They just need to check for the sticky traps. Yeah, they do go for a break.
Yeah, they break left here, I believe. And it looks like they're just sitting outside right now. They're not really picking a side. Jack is walking in to Lunchbox. Yeah, it looks like they're taking Lunchbox right now, and they're just forcing Questionable back into their doorway.
He's still in.
Zildjian
He needs to run away.
Yeah, nah, Zildjian's lagging pretty hard, I believe. And we're gonna see another pause. I believe it's for Zildjian and his internet.
These pauses get a bit disorientating. What I want to see for Gum is just run straight in, force the pop as soon as they can. Because if you
Okay.
pop, if the defending team pops too late on their Uber, the respawners potentially get a chance to get back up. Because obviously the Uber can block the point. So it's really important that when you're pushing last with this sort of player advantage versus an enemy Uber, you force them and get a lot of point presence, point pressure.
Yeah, I can back that idea.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe Actually, no, it's too late for Questionable to defend that. They're only just coming up on the Uber though. Do you think GGATGG are just gonna roll into last before the spawners come up?
Certainly they will, but what I want to see them do is get that force as soon as they can. Because if Essence delays really late with his Uber and manages to block the point, there is a chance that players like Jono and Beep and Zildjian can respawn and actually defend. I've seen it happen before. I think people sometimes worry too much about getting like frags and stuff when they're pushing last, and probably not
Just
enough
stand on the
about point presence. Yeah, pretty much. So which player dropped out?
Zildjian, I believe. He blue screened.
Oh, that's cool. I blue screened just the other day. I had to like overclock to play PUBG. It's sad.
How was the blue screen experience?
It was blue.
Oh, well,
And sad.
to be expected. I'm
and we're
just
being told,
getting.
yeah, that Essence has dropped out as well.
That's pretty unfortunate for the side of Questionable, actually, considering Essence is also, you know, Questionable's medic.
Yeah, I thought they were going to win this round, but I guess not. How do you guys actually function in Australia with all these dropouts and stuff?
We
Bunch of
don't.
dropouts
We just
dropping out.
we complain and then cry about it, and then wish our government did something, but nothing.
Oh, isn't that your fault?
Yeah, but no.
No? No
Nah.
responsibility. Okay. I'm
That's
getting
the
fiber
Aussie
too,
way.
so
Oh yeah.
suck on that. Yeah, this game has been a bunch of back and forth so far, and if this medic Essence is not going to be able to Uber because it's going to drop out, isn't it?
Yeah, then. What do you think about the soldiers on both sides so far on Granary?
It's been pretty hard to kind of break it down, but I think Spade is super dominant, sort of DM pocket, and he puts a lot of pressure. I haven't really been able to focus too much on what the other pocket has been doing so far, or like the bombs from the Romans, but just to the chaotic nature of these Uber exchanges, it's hard to watch the flank.
What about the Uber players out of both teams? What's your take on that?
Well, for the most part, they've been pretty lame. Like what we talked about last map. You can't just like pop in and take a bit of territory. It has to be more than that. You got to actually force a pop and get some key picks, or else the enemy team is just going to use their newfound Uber advantage to push straight back in and destroy it. And we just see a reset or you know, a back and forth.
Yeah, I feel like that's the story of these two maps lately, actually. Like, Beep or Jono or Zildjian even, just go in, force the Uber out of Flight of Grey, and then they back off. And then MG and Lammy go in, force the Uber out of Essence, and then they back off. It's just been back and forth territory, especially on Viaduct, considering it's just 1 point to fight over.
Yeah, we don't see this in just intermediate teams, but I remember a few games that have been casted lately, even like lower level Prem, has similar issues with their Uber game. Just, you know, kind of careless Uber trades and back and forth and lots of forces.
I believe 12 players are coming back into the server soon, so we may be starting shortly.
That's good to know. So does Essence, like, he loses his Uber and stuff, right, if he drops out?
And we're going live. So,
That's a really good force, that's brilliant. So now they just need to get on the cap. Yeah, it's probably going to work out. Yep, that's perfect, I'd say. Not giving them a single slight.
Could you take this mid here? I'm just gonna restart my HUD.
That's okay. Zildjian has disconnected, he just come back in, so we're going to expect him late to the mid. We should see Gum go straight to mid and with their player advantage and take it. Although they don't seem that aggressive. GGATGG really caught out of position here. Although Lammy has a massive bomb making a lot of space. It's pretty... It's a bit of a mess at the moment. Johnny getting an amazing pick. It's just the demo in the middle.
Flight of Grey drops down into him actually. He gets meat shot straight away. That was a huge
Look at
misplay
Jono,
by
and
Jono.
he's spacing. That's brilliant.
That was a huge mistake by Flight of Grey there, actually. As we see Zildjian time out now.
So Zildjian was late to that middle because he disconnected, and they still win that sort of fight. I don't think they were assertive enough with the positioning and kind of like gave Gum too much space.
Yeah. Jack is actually sniping, and he gets a shot off, but doesn't get much. Yeah, that's pretty big out of GGATGG there, getting their off classes up.
Gosh, these pauses.
And that is another pause, as we see Essence time.
Look at Grey. Doesn't he look funny?
Yeah, very interesting hat around.
Gosh. What do you think they were trying to do there? They knew they was missing a player, so I think they tried to go in for a force there. It's probably the right call. Although it didn't work out.
Yeah, perhaps. It's a counter sack of sorts, I guess. So apparently Essence never connected to the game, but was on the mid fight and on second.
It gets pretty awkward when you have to like incorporate players dropping out into the TF2 meta. Like I'm struggling to keep up with this. Yeah, it's quite strange.
It's just next level strategies.
So Essence he's on Soldier now just because for some reason. Do you recommend me refreshing my HUD?
Yeah, you should do it right now, otherwise it's all stacked. So what do you reckon to on the side of questionable in terms of their scouts with Beep and Jono and their plays?
Well, they're doing really well. Yeah, Jono is just like running in and causing a massive amount of havoc and tends not to die and just decimates them.
Yeah, he's kind of just sets stuff on fire and then runs away.
Yeah. Jono's combat class debut.
I wouldn't say debut, I would say return.
Well, he hasn't done it in a long time.
Yeah, so it's the return.
He keeps telling me that he's like an awesome combat player. So, I guess I could probably believe him now. I typically try and disregard what medics have to say when it comes to DM. Have you got any thoughts?
Not really, just pretty much the same as you, but I believe Beep has done his showing as well.
Yeah, he hit crazy headshots. I haven't really seen him too much on this map though. And we're live. Very cool.
That's pretty unfortunate out of Essence though, just losing his full Uber ad. So we might actually see.
He is still on Soldier.
So we might see. We might see GGATGG come out and push this. Actually, Jack's pushing out up top with his Tomislav by himself.
Yeah, so this is quite odd. This is the new no medic strat. Makes a lot of sense. Like, as I said before, medics don't do any damage, so you just get combat classes. It's brilliant. Gosh, Ivan, help me out here.
The control point is being captured.
Dev0 picking the medic player Essence on Soldier. Who is on Soldier.
My HUD is still kinda broken, so I don't even see Essence in my game. We're gonna see Beep take a duel with MG though, and he wins that from Lunchbox, just sniping him out.
We should see Beep try and waste time here and try and force a retreat via back.
Yeah, just be a nuisance. He's actually hiding.
Look at this
last.
hiding spot. This is great. He's choking.
He gets a nice
bit.
pick off on Dev Zero, but then MG's on the way to clean him up. He's just running around being a nuisance behind them right now. He's forcing the entire enemy team to just look back at him, but does eventually die right now.
Okay. So Zul'jin should be in any second.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
Alright.
Zul'jin is...
Alright, my
have you
HUD's
noticed
back
how they
now.
like their HUD pictures are flipped around and stuff? Their profile pictures. Isn't that so odd? Are you sure? So it's not just the ticks. Okay. What do you think of
Jax?
this heavy?
I'm gonna see a heavy push come out of Jack here, as Questionable are just being forced back despite having an Uber. They just don't want to fight into him, I guess. There's a
really
soldier
like the
forcing an
Thomas
issue
Lab
up
on this
top as
map.
well. Spade is taking a fight up top and comes at the winner against Dev Zero. As we're gonna see a push come out left side from GGATGG, just taking as much space. The Uber does get forced out of them, and
That's a really late
Questionable just
pop.
come back. Yeah, that's a really late pop out of Essence there, so he might come up and just frag everything. Beep's running in.
Jack is above on heavy though, he's getting completely destroyed.
Yeah, Jack does get taken down from stickies from Sean, but he does take a soldier with him.
It felt like that fight was lost due to a really late pop. And the heavy's late entry, not really contributing.
Dev Zero gets caught out there, not a particularly hidden hiding spot, just
Yeah,
out in the
double
open, standing on
dominations.
some crates. Yeah, he gets
And
told
we,
by
and we
Spade
still
and
have
John.
Zul'jin on medic, much to our confusion. Yeah, so we're gonna have to see this round probably come to a close to see them switch back.
Really? I see Essence on medic right now.
I think the HUD's just completely screwed, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like the display pictures
Pauses are just not
locked
great.
around and stuff. This is why you don't pause, guys.
Just look at the cosmetics, dude. It's Essence's cosmetics. We're gonna see an Uber come out of Essence here, right through Z, just to try get the force. He does have to flush once though, which is not exactly ideal, but it looks like they're just gonna get out for free here. So take the trade and just run away.
Was this a trade? That's all it was?
Yeah,
Although
but it
Flight of
wasn't
Grey is getting destroyed.
exactly the
by
cleanest
Jono.
trade here.
Wow, did you see how
But Flight of
overextended
Grey does
Flight
get
was?
taken down by Jono. Jono just
Yeah.
he's just doing so much in these post-Uber fights.
He noticed, well, and Essence is
Jack
getting
came
flanked.
back from drop down. He's on Essence, he gets him. Oh, that was absolutely huge by Jack.
And now Beep is just going crazy. Look at this guy.
I feel like both teams' just aren't playing around their medics enough in these post-Uber fights. They're not
They're not.
collapsing around their help. Yeah,
Like
they're not looking
after
around.
After Johnny got the key pick, the enemy, the team with the medic should be on like high alert to try and look for people trying to kill their medic, but they're not really doing that. Just take it slow, guys. When you kill the enemy medic, just like slow it down and play safe. There's no rush.
We're gonna see Jack on his heavy up here again. This time with the iron curtain. He's trying to climb up the tires.
What the hell is the Iron Curtain?
It's just the reskin of the minigun.
Oh, that thing. Yeah, it's cool. Sasha.
We're gonna see both teams build here. Just nothing out of the ordinary. Pretty standard Granary.
I think a gun makes a lot more sense for defending heavy in this
Yeah,
position.
they definitely
We're
have
gonna
the
see them
time. Flight
pop
of
in.
Grey gets forced though. As they're gonna go out up top. I believe, yes they do get Jono, but the rest of the Questionable are just running back to last. But this is looking kind of problematic from them, because they're now just caught out in a questionable spot. They do however get the heavy, but their post-Uber fight just seems to be a scout and a medic. There's not much Essence can do to help Beep, and Flight
Dude,
of
that
Grey
was so odd.
yeah, that was strange.
Essence should get killed. Oh no, he gets to his scout. So, Gub push in with a heavy who's not present in the fight during like an even situation, kill a bunch of players, and then Essence pushes in, well, only a handful of his combo towards last. It's so strange. Like, who's thinking up these pushes?
I think Questionable just thought they had more players that wouldn't have died to the heavy there. But they need to play super safe right now. They need to be building their Uber. Neither team are really building, but GGATGG have a 25% ad. So we might just see them use early here as they're really close.
Look at this!
And they
Go
do.
for the medic. Yeah,
Nice,
Essence well out
Essence
of
gets
position.
out. This is really unfortunate out of Questionable as GGATGG gets their medic. They're gonna get a scout as well, and Zildjian dies to Dev 0, I believe, on the flank.
Now what
Grade
needs to
tries to
happen
pick up the medic
is that
on.
Gum have to be very careful and just bait their medic far back. So you see Spade
Yeah,
right now, all he wanted
right
to do was
there.
kill the medic. So this is really good.
Yeah, that's really good out of GGATGG there, just catching Questionable with their pants down, just destroying them with their Uber.
Yeah, if you respect the enemies trying to kill your medic, you can just pretty much kill them for free, to be honest, and they just give you territory.
Yeah, this is exactly what you were talking about before when using an Uber. Zildjian is hiding, I believe.
Yeah,
Nice.
so
Zildjian just destroys Flight of Raid there.
man,
just
they're not checking,
nullifies his
they're not
Uber
checking
ad.
the corners. You got to do that when you have an advantage.
He even puts out a "How did you not see me?" into chat.
Pretty much, eh?
Yeah, with a map like Granary where there's just so many hiding spots, especially so high up, you kind of just, you know, have to be wary of those.
Yeah, but like Soldier and Demo, they're pretty ideal at checking those sorts of hiding spots. I think there's really no excuse when your medic can just tail behind.
There's a scout back up, but it looks like Zildjian was on that straight away.
Yeah, good.
MG might go down here to beep actually.
Dev is in.
Yeah, Dev's on the Sean, and he gets him. Which is, I don't know, this is really messy.
It is, it's super messy.
We
It's
see
very
an
hard to
Uber
read.
come out of Questionable here, just forcing all of GGATG back. But it doesn't look like they accomplish anything besides one soldier pick. And they still haven't even capped the midpoint.
No, they haven't got any cap presence at all until now. So like, I wouldn't be surprised if like Gum just respawned.
Yeah,
just-
GGATG have a 90% Uber here. We might just see them come back
Look
in.
at this
but
bomb. You gotta tell me why he's going for the pocket instead of the medic though. Essence does die, but he shouldn't be bombing like that. That's silly.
we see an Uber get forced out of Flight of Grey as well, despite having zero pressure on him. Jono does collapse. Jono? He
And Johnny
gets
gets the
Flight of
pick.
Grey yet again.
Gosh, this is embarrassing. You know what Gum should have just done then? They should have just had one person cap like a scout and have the rest of the team move forward and go spawn cap.
Essence was still in forward spawn. He's just gonna die again. He just... I don't know, man. Like...
Intermediate's hard, dude.
It takes a certain level of brain to play it.
Yeah, I don't know.
But we're gonna see Flight of Grey have a pretty average size ad here. It's pretty much nothing. He wasn't healing for quite a while before meeting a player.
Our control point is being captured.
I haven't really seen all that much grinding from either team so far. Eh?
Yeah, they've kind of just been playing slow, just trading damage, but even that damage is negligible to build. But we're gonna be seeing Flight of Grey building a Zuba here with Jack. Should really be buffing players as well.
How much of an Uber difference is it? Is it negligible?
It was actually even before, but now it's really big. Like, if GGATG
Oh,
like just
look at it.
go straight in here, they'll get Essence without him even having his Uber. And they do. We see an Uber come out, but all of Question will just run away. And Essence is gonna get his Uber back in here, but he doesn't have a demo and soldier. They take it in on a double scout, and they do get Lani
yeah,
and
it's
Dev Zero.
backfired pretty hard.
Yeah, this is... They needed to get the medic straight away there, and we're just gonna see GGATG just collapse everywhere.
So I
Grey hits
really,
that kill
really
bind.
love how they tried to go for a dot push there, but you can't do it with just a scout. I think you need a soldier to bomb because he's the best gap closer in the situation to get on top of the enemy medic before they get Uber. Scout just really
MG's
past him.
behind them right now.
Yeah,
But
he's been
he does
detected,
get
though.
spotted out by Jono. He could perhaps even get the pick on...
He's gonna get
Short
so
though.
much. He has to die.
Yeah, he's gonna try getting onto Essence, but doesn't get anything, unfortunately.
Do you think Gum will hold
Yeah.
the player down?
They
I mean courtyard.
they're actually
wow.
trying
Look
to
at
bust
that.
through.
Dude, that laser rocket.
Essence actually gets charge shotted by Dev Zero and just
then cleaned
burns
up.
out by Jack. Yeah, that's
Stupid
really
weapon.
unfortunate there. They had a very big ad as well. If he was healing right now, they would have Uber. But Question will just have to back all the
Dude,
way
look
out
how
here.
low Gamma are. All I want them to do is just heal up and then push. Like, please, just there.
They can just take it slow, honestly.
Yeah.
Zildjian is hiding right now, but spotted out by MG straight away. He doesn't even know where he was shot from and just dies. That's really unfortunate. But yeah, that charge shot just...
Yeah, like, brought him down by like 140 HP and then he got clipped or something by a scout.
Yeah. Abenda, the big advocate for that. And I know Dev Zero and Mad are really good friends, and Mad got that from Abenda, so... There's your Abenda reference.
That's cool. We're gonna do a break, it would seem.
Yeah, it looks like GGATGG are breaking left here. But they do get an Uber forced out by Zildjian. But this might not be the worst thing in the world, actually. Because Spade's on 1 HP fighting right now, and it's only 3 up for Questionable, but Flight of Grey isn't healing. He gets caught out by a scout here. Ultra low by him, but he does manage to get a pack.
Wow. Essence, yeah, as I said, Essence is gonna get this Uber, though.
Yeah, that
If they can force him here, that'd be the thing to do. They should not
Questionable
be
could just come
pushing.
back onto second here. Yeah, they should just run away right now. There's no reason for GGATGG to be there.
When all the Questionable were dead, I would have liked, apart from the medic, I would have liked to see them go and force Essence. Although they're cleaning up, and this is a really lame pop.
I mean, Flight of Grey's on 90%. We might just see another leapfrog here. The only casualty is Dev. They do come up on the Uber, and he does take it in on to Jack, I believe. Yes. And they're forcing all of Questionable way back. This might actually just be the first round. Oh, the second round, I mean.
Finally.
Wow,
Yeah,
GGATGG actually coming up 0-2 on this map.
Gosh, man, these fights are so hard to keep track of.
Yeah, they're just so scrappy. It's making it very difficult.
I'm gonna watch Sean.
Yeah, I'm gonna be watching Voodoo on this rollout, and as he does take the catwalk rollout.
He does seem to prefer that position.
Yep.
Sean going
is
hard right, it's very unusual.
Yeah. Voodoo's getting up some good damage onto the soldier and scout there, but he does get forced down onto ground. Questionable deciding to go hard left on their side. But GGATGG lost their medic really early on from a bomb from Spade, I believe. And they're kind of just
Essence needs to stay back here and not die.
Yeah,
it looks like they're too low to fight him.
Absolutely crucial for Essence to live here, but GGATGG just can't fight either way. They have pretty much less than 100 health combined. So we're going to see...
I think they want to go fight them before the medic comes and heals them. They should be able to take the second uncontested.
Yeah, they can go straight into second here, hopefully, by Questionable. They're trying to rotate this as fast as possible.
If they don't get forced here, they could potentially just go to last with it. I'd love to see Essence take an aggressive Uber onto their medic. Like, Flight of Grey is too close to be alive. And he is caught with his pants down, so he does die.
Limey does, however, get a kill on Beep early on, but Flight of Grey dies post-Uber to Jono yet again.
This is huge. Let's just start pushing straight away.
Yeah. Again, this is just another one of those things where you just have to collapse on your medic post-Uber. Otherwise, just nothing's going to go well for your team. Sean's just walking onto point, and they do get around there. That was a very quick round out of Questionable. I kind of want to see another one of those again.
That loss in that fight, I think, was due to Grey being caught out of position. Like, he wasn't even close to Uber, and he was sitting practically next to the enemy combo with their Uber, so...
Yep. Who are you going to be watching this mid?
I'll watch Voodoo, because he seems to be quite fun. He goes catwalk and shoots the hell out of the enemy team.
Yeah, Sean's going to opt for this barrage rollout here.
I don't like it, man, at all. Well,
yeah, you're kind of thrown out.
Right.
But Jack is extremely low right now, only on 31 health, but Questionable have barely any health on them either. Zildjian down to just 40 health. Essence on 70 health, gets bombed by Lammy, but Lammy gets shot down straight away by Beep. Jack does die as well. As we see, GGATGG just back all the way out onto Yard here. Protecting
Dude.
Flight of Grey, making it absolutely crucial that he lives here.
They won that fight despite having their entire team in Death Valley. You could see how low so many of the questionable players were, but not being finished off.
Yep.
Yeah, so just looks like a stalemate. Everyone loves
This
Granary's
is
second stalemate.
again another Granary stalemate. I kind of want to see something be broken up on Lunchbox, as MG might get caught out here. No, he does die, but he was about to get out on 12 health. But Questionable might be opting. Yep, Dev gets the nice.
This is a really good force. Like,
yeah, that's a good force.
Gum can still
need
hold
to
this. I think.
pop here. Oh, Flight of Grey, he drops the pocket. That is absolute. That is huge. And they can't even defend second now.
This has to be another round, man.
Yep, we see Spade just getting onto the point straight away, but yeah, it looks like GGATGG just can't hold. That was another quick round out of Questionable. Just
They got like great picks and then like a pocket drop. Doesn't get much better than that.
yeah.
Even though they got force. Yeah.
If that was you, you would, you know.
I'll be spewing.
Who are you going to be watching this mid?
Well, Voodoo's very early. Man, he's fast.
Yeah, he's actually pretty fast. He gets a sticky onto Beep here, as his team does opt to go for the Death Valley rollout.
Look how far in fight.
Sean is walking really far across the point without any support, but does eventually meet up with his medic.
He does get the medic pick on Essence, so Flight of Grey needs to chill back here and not get picked. This is so important, because you can see the blue team all converge towards this medic. That all they care about.
Beep does go onto Voodoo though and gets the frag. Flight of Grey has Uber. He need. Is he? No.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, he does get an Uber, but he did not notice.
Oh, dude, I'm really upset. Like, I don't know what soldier it was that killed Essence, but it was an incredible pick. And then I think it was Dev, but they didn't play around the fact that they just killed the enemy medic. They still fought. Like, heal advantage means nothing if you actually don't give the time for it to accumulate.
Yeah, but Beep went absolutely ham there. Just flanked them from garage and just two-shot the demo.
It shouldn't happen though, man. Like, the enemy team should have retreated and like protected the medic.
I just want to point out Jack's on spy right now.
There's only 2 minutes left, so people are maybe getting desperate.
This might be a desperation play out of Jack. He is behind the medic. I don't think he's been spotted out though.
He's so close, man. I can smell it.
He gets a Jono frag, which is not really what you want on a scout, and he does get sussed out right now.
I wouldn't be surprised if is he in? Gosh, I wouldn't be surprised.
He's in Z right now. He's hiding. He's still alive. This might be huge out of Jack if he does get the pick.
This is spy, man. Are you kidding?
He gets the essence drop. That is absolutely huge. He's chasing Sean as well. He gets the Sean drop. He gets the Spade frag as well. That is actually huge out of Jack. His off classes have been on point today. He actually saved that round for GGATGG there, avoiding a 2 to 3 loss.
Sorry, do Questionable think that when a spy goes invisible, he like ceases to exist or something? Gosh.
Yeah, that's something you'd have to bring up with your old mate Jono.
I'm so unbewildered by that. It could just be a draw now on this map because of that.
Honestly, it's still doable for GGATGG to just convert this round if they move fast enough. But they need to move right now if they want to win a round. They have a minute left, and Flight of Grey does have a Zubar. Well, we're gonna see Jack get taken down to a sticky trap right there, but Voodoo's jumping in, but he can't find anything. He spots out a soldier, Zildjian, behind them in his garage, but I think this is just... No, it's not even dead time, because Questionable can
look at Spade, he's on Grey, but he gets an amazing surf, so he should get out here, unless he gets chased.
The health on GGATGG is pretty low though. It's only the demo that's healthy. The soldier's not healthy enough to fight and protect. Flight of Grey could still get caught out here.
He's not even close to Uber.
Well, Essence still has Uber. They need to move right now. They need to move straight to last. As they recognize this, they're moving straight in.
Pop early.
They used... Yes, this is good. But they need to focus the heavy classes. There's no way their medic gets Uber fast enough here. They do get the heavy. This is actually doable for Questionable.
It's done, man.
And they win the round? I want to say they do. That is so
maybe if you got a clutch Ubersaur, it could have been done.
Holy cow.
Gosh.
That was around.
I guess we'll check out the logs.
Yep, you want to do the logs while I get players in for interviews?
Sure. Looking at the logs, you can see Spade just doing a tremendous amount of damage. Not really surprising. He got a lot of heals. The scouts, though, are probably the more interesting part of this game. Getting massive amount of frags and relatively little deaths on pretty much all the scout players. Didn't really feel like the demos were nearly as relevant as the mobile classes this map. Let's have a look. Yeah, Beep. That's crazy. He had like 30 kills and 15 deaths. Wow. Yeah. Zildjian having a pretty hard game. Although he got very little heals. And we should probably go on to the heals now. And we can see that Flight of Grey had 3 more Ubers than Essence, and not as many drops. And he opted to... The heals are actually pretty similar in terms of the pockets got the same amount. Although it changes up when we see that Sean... Wait. Yeah, like the demos get about the same amount of healings too, but Essence opting to put a lot more heals into Jono, whereas Flight of Grey really not putting much at all into his Scuts. And the Romans got the same. It would be too hard, I think, to break down how much of an influence that had on this map, considering how chaotic it was. But, yeah.
I believe we have players ready to do interviews.
Well, you can introduce them in.
So we're gonna get Zildjian, Spade, and Beep Jeep from the team Questionable to be doing these interviews.
Hello.
Hello, Beep.
How you going?
Hi guys.
Hey, mate.
You guys have fun?
I did. I enjoyed it.
No, the entirety of my game was spent like smashing the shit out of my computer in anger because of my internet and blue screens.
Why were you blue screening?
I don't know. So basically my net was shit for the entire match, and then I changed nets. As soon as I did, my computer blue screened.
Yeah, but actually, I've got a confession to make. This was all part of my plan all along. I planted bugs in both Essence and Zildjian's computer, and then I actually threw the first half just to give them confidence, and then we crushed them in the second.
That's pretty good.
And
Spade
you can just see I'm a master planner.
Spade cementing his place as ultimate toxic player of Australia.
No, dude, had that game.
Friendless team, here we come.
You're playing quite a red boss pocket that game, Spade. Do you think that attributed to the success of Granary?
Oh, of course, man. That's just, part of my character as a player,
Don't do this, please.
Your DM main.
Oh, mate, I have no fucking clue how to play pocket. I just run around, have bad Uber trades, and shoot people.
You get a lot of heals though, so it makes up for it.
Oh, just like you, buddy. I take after the
I thought you might have
best.
been inspired.
Take after the best, Don't run shotgun though, I haven't evolved to that level yet.
What about the last round? Could you explain us your thought process in the last minute?
Alright,
Oh,
so what happened was, right, we were down 2-0, and we were all sitting there going like, for fuck's sake, and I literally went, guys, this is fucked, can we win?
No, that was me. I was the influential.
And then I said, then let's all go aggressive and go left side on mid, and then we rolled the next round, and then realized we had like a minute and a half to win the next round or something, right? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Something like
hands
that, yeah.
down, like with all my shit talk out of it.
Yeah.
Like Zildjian won us the game by saying that. Like, to
What
be
about
honest.
that spy play? Does he
Oh,
go
fuck
invis
me.
and he
Oh,
just
that
ceases
was-
to exist?
that was
Like
the
he
worst.
just, he just goes back to
they're
spawn
holding
and switches
last?
the
I don't
scout.
understand.
That was actually the worst, because I'm like, oh, that's good. He got Jono and not the med. I said that
So
mumble,
and
and we
then
all
you
just
thought
like
he just
forgot
like
about
called on
him.
hole and died after that
Yep.
pick. Right.
But we still got last. We're just that resilient as a team. We've got really good cohesion, and there's nothing that can stop us.
So yeah, we were really excited about playing in a team with Frank.
That was fun.
How
He is
tough
the
was
best
it?
pocket and crushed it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Frank for best pocket, Jono for best scout, B for best sniper,
Spade, you
Essence
just
for
give
most
yourself
laggy
nothing there.
player.
Essence MVP.
Yeah.
No, mate. Nah, mate, I'm getting the MVP.
Spade's gone for MVP.
Well, if I'm gonna play Pocket and Scout in one scrim,
No, you're playing Pocket forever.
So yeah, we actually had 7 players from our team in the server that time because MG's actually supposed to be on our roster.
Yes.
Yep. So feeling good about that one.
Anything you guys think you could have worked on? Or done
nothing.
better?
You
Not
can't
being
go
your
for
fault.
perfection.
No,
You ready to go to Rewind?
Oh,
Yeah.
actually, we weren't going to go to that. They were going to make another tournament for us. We're just waiting on the name.
Bowl
The
Cup
Bowl
Bandit
Cup
Land.
Bandit Land.
Yeah. It's only one team. That way we can win easily.
I
send win
You know,
loss
honestly
ratio.
like, there's no other
I'd
teams
invite-
that
I'd
can
invite-
compete with us. So,
I'd invite No Esky just so we can stomp on them.
yeah, actually, they're probably the other good team.
I think our confidence was a bit low considering all the timeouts. Everyone just like didn't want to be there because the thing was so
You had
bad.
no idea.
Yeah, it makes
Do you know how
sense.
hard it is to cast when your HUD just doesn't exist? And then,
No, it's
someone
really
thinks
bad.
Zildjian's playing med, but it's actually
Yeah,
Essence.
so
Oh my God.
our aliases got mixed around and people had different display pictures and stuff. And it was bullshit. And you guys have wasted
Excellent.
all our time with pauses and stuff, so we have to go on to shoutouts now.
Sorry.
You can all apologise about now, if you would.
Oh,
Yeah, let's start beep.
Sorry.
Shout out to Essence and Zildjian.
No, it's not
Fucking
your go,
idiots.
Spade. It's not your go.
Beep, go.
Shout out to Seraph and King Carl and Opla for banning King Carl. Thank you very much.
Spade.
What can I say, really? Shout out to Zildjian and Essence for lagging out. Shout out to the team for being just so damn good. And shout out to the other team in Pity for us trolling.
Oh my god.
Zildjian.
Shout out to Heebs, my favourite person in the world.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to revoke that shout out.
And shout out to Frank, you my boy.
Alright,
And
fair enough.
Wackle,
Please don't
Wackle,
come
and
back.
Wackle, and Wackle. But I'm shouting out Wackle because he's really bad and he needs it.
Rocky, you
You
wanna
get some fat middies.
do these shoutouts?
Shout out to Redcoat for telling me I had scrims in the middle of a cast.
Did you
Shout out
dog
to
him
you
or
guys for bloody making intermediate indecipherable. Like it was.
Yeah, all of
I
your
couldn't-
team
I couldn't comprehend
was
it,
in
man.
Prem last season.
No, what the?
But that's another story.
We're sandbagging, mate. Shh, don't tell them.
We're not sandbagging. This is where we belong.
Yeah, I guess that means I guess we'll give a quick shout out to Sage and Obla there for this fantastic seeding decisions this season.
Excellent.
Alright, I'll go quick. Just shout out to KPC, Seraph, and Spin. Yep.
Seraph got 2.
Oh,
Lucky
yeah,
boy.
no.
What
you
a boy.
can't shout out Spin when Sarah's asked you to do that. That's illegal.
Alright, I'll shout out Dubious then.
Yeah.
Only Dubious and KPC.
And
Good idea.
just FYI, anyone in Melbourne who's free any night, after hours cabaret club, Docklands, 9:30.
Yeah, just plug yourself.
Wonderland Spiegel tent. Yep, no worries, come along. It's really good. Ivan, how was it?
Yeah, it was pretty alright.
Yeah,
It was average.
Got to see a lady or so.
Yeah, this week we're having a lady covering herself in chicken nuggets while stripping. Just FYI.
Only if you could eat them
Excellent.
afterwards.
Alright.
Alright.
We gotta
We
Why
to
this is
finish off
getting
your
awkward.
This has been season 20, week 5 between 12 headless chickens. I'm Rocky and I'm joined by Ivan. Thanks.
Arrow. Have a good one.